welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking out your reading today. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than I usually do. I decided that since we're approaching the end of the month, I'm going to go ahead and check on the energy that you might be currently in or have been in the past, and the energy that you are going into for the following month. I'm also going to check in on the energy for the transitioning period of that. For the main reading of the energies, I'm going to be using the Thoth deck, and then I'm going to be using the Aleister the Wonderland Oracle, and then I'll be using the Welcome to Night Vale tarot deck by Jessica Hayworth. If I need any further clarification, I am going to be using the Rider-Waite tarot. I decided that since we are approaching the end of the month, I would try something new. I'm taking inspiration from a channel called Awakening to Spirit. I'm still new to how YouTube works, but if I can figure it out, I will link her channel into the description. Hopefully I'll be able to figure that out. I'm sure it won't be too hard, but I'm honestly pretty technologically challenged. So we'll see. So this is current energy. We do have the Prince of Cups. Let's go ahead and get the future energy for the following month. Okay, so we have 3 that came out for your energy for the following month. I'll go ahead and get a close-up of all these in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get your transitioning energy in here too. I'm also going to be reading from the Thoth instruction booklet, because the way these cards work are a little bit different than regular tarot cards. So I'm going to read the descriptors of some of these things, and it might give a little bit clearer insight. Also, we do have things at the bottom of the deck, but I may or may not take it. I feel like whenever too many cards are at play, it kind of muddies up. It kind of muddles it. It feels like there's too much happening. So it depends on how it feels, whether or not I take it. Because sometimes it doesn't feel right. It feels like there's too many contradicting energies sometimes if there's too many cards. So I'm going to go ahead and get your first card. This is the energy that you are either currently in or have been in. This is the Prince of Cups. So I'm going to go ahead and read the little thing about that. Let's put that there. Maybe there's something in here that will speak to you. So the Prince of Cups is the airy part of water, or elasticity and vitality and energy of stream. In this card, he is seated on a chariot surrounded by clouds drawn by an eagle. He carries a lotus and a cup from which he issues a spiral serpent. Yeah, he does have all that, doesn't he? And let's see. Again, sorry, tripped over my words for just a second. Again, he is the airy part of earth, a young man bringing great energy to practical manners. He is a capable manager and a steadfast worker. Competent and perhaps considered dull, somewhat resentful of spiritual types, and slow to anger, but impeccable if aroused. So it feels like your energy that you're currently in, Leo, is like pretty level-headed, I want to say. It's pretty level-headed. It feels kind of hopeful about something. yeah, I don't know. That's really all I have to say. It feels so hopeful and it feels so level headed about it, though. Like it's grounding almost. And the energy that we're going into, we have the Seven of Wands, which is Valor, the Hierophant, and Completion, which is the Four of Wands. So, excuse me, I'm a kinesthetic learner. I learn by doing more than by studying, so I'm reading as I go because it's going to help me understand it way better than trying to just do it on my own. So the Hierophant has divine wisdom, inspiration, stubborn strength, toil, endurance, persistence, teaching, helping superiors, patience, organization, peace, good of heart, and occult force voluntary invoked. Let's see if there's anything else that it can tell us. The Hierophant. The reference in this card is to Taurus the bull, is the Indian equivalent, the elephant. So we do have elephants in the background there. I'm not sure if elephants mean anything to you. The pentagram with its dancing male child symbolizes the new aeon, of the child of Horus, which takes place of the old aeon that has governed us for 2,000 years. The Hierophant moves only at intervals of 2,000 years. The four masks of the guardians of every mystery. Accumulating the grand mystery and uniting the micronism and macronism. The woman before the Hierophant represents Venus, now armed and militant. The wand that is interlaced in the ring shows that the three aeon of Isis, Osiris, sorry, I'm bad at names, and Horus. So, it feels like, it does almost feel actual spiritual for some reason. A completion and valor. So I feel like you're gonna find yourself in something. You're gonna find yourself maybe in spirit. Like there's gonna be some sort of spiritual thing that happens, and you're gonna be able to find yourself with that. Find a new you. So it does, yeah, a sense of completion in spirit, not without struggle, but still. In the transitioning period, we do have swiftness and the lovers. So during the transitioning, there could be some sort of partnership, some kind of union. Pretty quickly, the Eight of Wands. For the lovers, it says here, this specifically alchemic card is a symbol of procreation. So, creating something. The swords drawn attention to the process of division which actually takes place. Cain and Abel represent the refusal of God to hear the children of Eve, and so blood is shed. This seems to be the symbolism of external religion. It was by means of shedding blood of the external religions that Cain was able to contract his fellow man. In that sense, Cain was able to contact. In that sense, the meaning of the card is giving the science of mankind, since murder symbolizes analysis and subsequent contract. In this particular deck, the Lovers also means to be openness, to be open to inspiration, intuition, intelligence, and childness, attraction, beauty, love. So during the transitioning period, it feels like you're almost going to come to a new discovery. It almost feels like a surrender. A very swift surrender. Like you're gonna think about something and then decide, you know what? It feels like a divine surrender specifically. So we have current energies, the Prince of Cups, that energy of level-headedness, but hopeful, it feels like. Maybe it's hopeful for the spiritual thing that I'm feeling. I'm going to go ahead and get the Alice the Wonderland Oracle cards out and see if there's anything else that can be said about each of these energies that we are in, going into, and the transitioning energies. Oops. Okay, oh boy. So we do have set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. So it feels like a sense of definitely needing to, while you are of hope, you need to set out a plan, and we have the right way. Learning to create what you desire. Learning to create what you desire. I know sometimes when I listen back to these videos it sounds weird what I say, so I'm trying to re-enunciate if I feel like that sounded weird. Yeah. So you need to, it feels like whatever it is that you may be hopeful for, you need to figure out a plan to get to that way and set the course for it and learn to create what it is you desire is what it says. So for your energy that you're going into for the month, wake up. Wake up. It's your moment. Something. It's like something's calling. You're gonna come into yourself for sure. I had said you're gonna find completion and come into yourself. That's definitely what I'm feeling. And for your transitioning moment, mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. And we have never jam today. Promises that never come, empty words, and not living in the now. So it feels like there's almost a bit of a struggle during this transitioning period. It feels like you're wanting to be open to new things, new inspiration, things like that. And it feels like that's what this energy of the mortality is, like living for the moment now. But there is going to be a sense of slipping back every once in a while into what you're used to doing, it almost feels like. So let's go ahead and get some tarot out just to get some more clarifiers for the energy that we have now. I'm going to go ahead and try and get 3 cards out, or if they come out in a group, I'll count it as like if there's 2 or 3 cards that come out at one reading, like how they have with these, I'll count it as, read it as all one type of thing. Alright. So, this Prince of Cups. What can we learn about this energy that Leo's currently in, or that they have recently just been in? Okay. 4 Pentacles. I want to say a sense of grounding and stubbornness. Whoa, that's way too many. I'm not taking all that. Hold on a second, Leo. That was like 10 cards there. That's too many to read. Come on, I just need a couple more cards for this energy. 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, that one wanted to come out immediately. Let's go ahead and get that down and see if anything else wants to come with it. Nope. Justice. Alright. For the energy ahead, these 2 came out. 3 of Pentacles, which I'll, along with the 7 of Cups. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start talking about this first energy and what I'm feeling. So, again, there's a sense of groundedness, like I was saying, a level-headedness, but also some hope. But it feels almost, like I said with that 4 of Pentacles there, it feels kind of stubborn. We have the 9 with the King. It feels like a sense of, it feels like you're trying to stay grounded because you have to juggle some sort of priority, it feels like. There's a priority that you feel like you need to have more straight than what you currently do. And so you're trying to stay grounded in that despite your hopes. And we do have also the Justice card. And the 10 of Wands came out. So, we also, again, have the Justice card with that. So, it feels kind of like, oh, sorry, one moment. It feels almost as if waiting for justice to be served is what I'm feeling specifically. It feels like something's happening that you feel is almost unfair, and that you're wanting that to be rectified. Come on, let go. This is the transitioning energy here. So it feels kind of like in your future energy, a sense of collaboration and choices in the spiritualness that I feel like you're going to go through. I feel like there's going to be a spiritual awakening, I suppose. Like the channel that I took inspiration, awakening to spirit. You're gonna, if that's what it feels like, you're going to have an awakening to spirit. The 9 of Pentacles with the King of Wands. You're going to find some sort of almost like a, you're going to feel a sense of like really satisfied. It feels like a abundance is satisfied, like almost like your spirit's going to be full. We do have the 10 of Wands, so it does also get that feeling of like a little bit of a burnout. Maybe just because if it is a new awakening, it takes practice and energy to try and properly get your spirit down. You might get a little bit burnt out. You need to just take time to rest and remember that. We do have in the transitioning energy the 6 of Cups here. So maybe during this transitioning period you're gonna like really meditate and think back on your past. Think back to your childhood. What was your childlike self like? What was, maybe if you have children, what is their kind of sense of wonder and things like that. And, you know, it almost feels like be open to your childlike self. Because the lovers are also like being openness to your inner child and things like that. Yeah, yeah. Feels a very much like open up to your inner child and listen to it. Listen to any messages that you shall receive. With that and any good feelings you get from that. Let's clarify this Four of Pentacles just to make sure. That's way too many. Golly, I'm getting so many cards for you guys. They just all want to jump out for you. Alright, let's try that again. The Four of Pentacles, please. Okay, you're grounded. You have a sense of grounding and a sense of stubbornness and trying to keep a level head because you don't want heartbreak. It feels like there's like like you've experienced it before because you let your head get too far ahead of you. Yeah, we have the Hierophant as well to clarify the Two of Pentacles. This sense of priorities and all that stuff because you don't want to, you want to keep that level head about you, or you have been keeping this level head about you, so that you don't, I guess, run away with your imagination, only to receive heartbreak, is what I'm feeling. Let's go ahead and clarify this Justice card. There we go. Yeah, I said before that you wanted your justice. You feel like it's only what's right, that you get whatever justice is due. You want justice to be served, and for it to be like right. So in your future energies, like I said, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. It feels like you're really wanting to, work towards some sort of, I want to say newly acquired skill. Some sort of newly acquired skill in the coming up month. And you're trying to figure out what kind of option to put that into. Like how you're going to apply this newly applied skill. You have these options. It does feel, we do have the Four of Cups to clarify, Spirit's going to give you your option. It's going to give you your cup. You don't have to make a choice with the Seven of Cups because Spirit's just going to come in and say, hey, do this. Just come in with that. That's what it feels like. Interesting. So we do have, again, a sense of fulfillment, I've said before. A sense of, a full spirit. Things like that. It feels, we have the Seven of Cups again. It feels like you might want to go back and see if you could expand on it, despite the Spirit is going to give you a cup and tell you where to put your energy. It feels like once you put your energy there, you're almost going to want to keep expanding. Maybe that's what leads to this burnout. The Seven of Wands. You're going to try too hard. Let's go ahead and get this Ten of Wands clarified real quick. Oh, alright, that one came out. Yeah, you're going to be, we have here the Four of Wands. It feels like you're going to be so happy and so full of celebration and things like that, that you're going to just keep going and going and going and burning through this amount of energy that you have for Spirit because of riding off of this high, which is fine that you can, riding off that high or whatever, but I feel like you do need to take time to have a cool down. That's why I do my videos by elements. That way I do 3 videos a day up until Thursday, and then I have 3 days off, even though I'm excited to try and do this whole tarot thing and working with this I feel like I've recently had a third eye opening experience, but I still force myself to take breaks and not overwork that third eye. I suggest maybe you also do the same. So for this transitioning period with the Six of Cups, let's go ahead and get one more clarifier. Oop, there we go. Okay. So it does, we have the Nine of Cups here with the Six of Cups. It feels like you're going to look back in your past and like, almost like a childhood wish, I want to say. You're going to meditate about what you wanted to do as a child, be open to your inner child, things like that, and remember about what your childhood wish was. And it feels like you're going to try and go for that. At the bottom of the deck, I'm going to go ahead and show you because they do feel like they are actually connected. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Discs. So a sense of hope, a sense of emotional fulfillment, and these two cards in particular, I'm feeling like expansion because this fire is going with them everywhere they walk. It still goes and doesn't burn out, and she's looking out despite everything she has. She's holding on tight, she knows her resources, and she's looking out to expand. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're hopeful and wishing to expand is the underlying. So this is the energy that I have for you today, Leo, for today, for the future, and the transitioning period. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.